Hello everyone. It's been a couple of months that we've been staying indoors and trying to social distance and all the rest. I just completed a class with Mary Copeland this morning, a nice stretch class. And I did that after a nice aerobic workout with the Durham Senior Center, where my sister is a member. She wasn't in the class, but they were on Facebook and it was wonderful. So how am I feeling about all this? Well, as I mentioned to my book club friends last weekend, I'm feeling a fair amount of guilt that I have the luxury of being at home and spending time with my husband and working out, and there are so many people who are suffering and so many who are putting themselves on the line to help all of us. But here we are. Many days go by when I have not been exercising, but most days I try to get myself moving, even if it's just by playing some Motown and really dancing around as I make the bed or make a meatloaf or whatever it is. My nieces have turned me on to a couple of DJs. One is DJ Nice, who has been talked about in the mainstream press quite a bit, and he does some dance parties on Instagram. But also there's a DJ Doug Brown who does parties on Facebook, and he's actually a DJ who had come and played at a middle school social when I was teaching up in Harlem, quite a while ago. So it was nice to know that he's still rocking it and had me dancing all day just recently. So I just wanted to give both those DJs a shout out, and a shout out to the New York Times for all the puzzles it's been presenting lately. I am about to start reading two new books. Alex and I are watching TV. We watched the Last Dance series, which was all about Michael Jordan, and I'm not a big consistent sports viewer, but I really enjoyed that. We've also been watching the Ozark series, and that has a bit of a Breaking Bad or Fargo feel, so we're enjoying it, but it does suck you in more than you might want to be drawn in. Been cooking not very much, but more than I normally do. Alex is perfecting his skills. He's a superb cook. I've been doing the follow-up cleaning most nights. I'm Zooming like crazy. I've got a Zoom call with some folks this evening where I'll be making a presentation on something we're looking to get into. We've had a number of family Zooms. My nephew got married, and that was a Zoom event, very loving, and so many of us were happy to share in it. So it's been something. I try to talk to family members every day. A few folks who I haven't spoken to in a while have reached out to me. A fellow I work with closely when I lived in Detroit called me. I hadn't spoken to him in probably 20 years. I've reached out to folks. It's that part of it has actually been lovely. But my neighbors, we did have a cocktail with some neighbors via Zoom. We've had some family cocktail events as well. Got to figure out how to play bid whist via Zoom, and I know there are some apps that'll help us get there. One of them is Trickster, I think. But we've been reaching out to schools and other organizations that work with high school students, and that's been a challenge, but some organizations have really stepped up, and so that's been really very exciting. I miss my mother a lot. She and I have been FaceTiming. Turns out she enjoys that a bunch. But I haven't been to her home in quite some time. I have two sisters who are nearby, and we're also thankful for them. They're doing the do for real, and she's got a great set of home aides that are really taking very good care of her. So here we are. It's hard to know exactly when we'll be able to get back out there. You know, I told my mom that I missed her, of course, and she misses me too. And I told her that I have some guilt, but I also told her that I'm actually afraid. Yeah, I know that many of us are afraid, but we do need to kind of take a new view of where we are. A friend in the book club mentioned that we might want to think about how we're not shut in, but we're staying safely inside. And I like that thought, and it's wonderful to have the benefit to be able to do that. Actually, spent some time talking to one of my nieces about vision boards, and we looked at the one I had done, and she's thinking about doing one. Hope we'll all be back to our regular schedules soon, but only if we can do so in a way that's extremely safe for everyone. Prayers go out to those who have lost loved ones. Prayers go out to all of those who are serving the needs of those of us who are not involved with the virus. I hope we take away some positive lessons about this experience. Lessons that speak to being prepared. Lessons that speak to the need to keep our infrastructure clean and safe. Lessons that speak to the need to make sure that hospitals and other facilities that are so critical to us having a well society are invested in, whether they're in wealthy areas or not. I really would like to see Kings County Hospital and other hospitals that are in low-income areas really invested in a major way, not only here in New York, but across the country. I hope there are some lessons about how the police need to think about serving in communities of color, so that the tendency to be rough unnecessarily is greatly reduced, if not eliminated. Fear and guilt and melancholy, hopefully those are things we can think our way through and understand that they are in some ways sort of the normal reactions to, to this virus and the impact it's had on each of us personally and on our society. A friend mentioned that she's been waking up in the morning thinking about what organization can I do something for today. Wow. I thought that was so powerful. Imagine the difference between waking up thinking, oh God, I'm stuck at home, or, what organization can I go help today? What organization can I donate $10 to today? Her mindset is, what organization can I support today, and how can I support them? So I just think the way people are rephrasing things, it's such a blessing, and I'm thankful for those people in my life. But I pray a safe summer season for all of us, and I look forward to talking to you soon.